CNN. In a rare face-to-face meeting since a deadly conflict strained relations more than 3 years ago, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese leader Xi Jinping agreed to intensify efforts to de-escalate tensions at their disputed borders. Modi and Xi, who are in Johannesburg for BRICS Economic Group meeting, chatted on sidelines of summit. Indian Foreign Minister Vinay Quatra told reporters on Thursday, a day after Chinese leader mysteriously missed an important event. Face-to-face meetings between the leaders of the world's two most populous countries, India and China, are rare. The disputed border has long been a source of friction between New Delhi and Beijing. Tension also spilled over into the 1962 war that resulted in China's victory. In following years, an ill-defined de facto border called the Line of Actual Control divided two nuclear powers. China's foreign ministry said on Friday that the two leaders exchanged cordial and in-depth views on the current Sino-Indian relations. Among other interests, the meeting, which will be seen as a step towards mending troubled relations, took place a week after India and China began their 19th round of negotiations to resolve their border issues. The two sides had a positive, constructive and in-depth discussion on resolving remaining issues in Western sector throughout the LAC. Indian Ministry of Foreign Affairs said in a statement. Modi and Xi attended the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit in Uzbekistan in September last year, but did not interact diplomatically. Weeks later, they had a brief break on the sidelines of the Group of 20 Leaders meeting in Bali, Indonesia. They interviewed. Tensions between the two countries eased significantly after the deadly Aksai Chin Ladakh 2020 and escalated last December when fighting between troops from both sides to Tawang region of northeastern Arunachal Pradesh, India, resulted minor injuries. In April, India's defense minister told his Chinese counterpart that the breach of common borders had eroded the entire basis of relations between the two neighbors. Video ad feedback why India and China are arguing at the border. 0240 source CNN. Since the conflict in 2020, India has taken various steps to repel threats from China, including banning social media platform TikTok and other well-known Chinese apps, saying it poses a threat to sovereignty and integrity. Chinese telecommunications giants Huawei and ZTE has stopped supplying its 5G network. Recently, the two countries seem to have taken strict measures against reporters, and there are few or no accredited journalists on each other's territory. Earlier this year, China boycotted India's G20 tourism meeting in the Himalayan territory of Jammu and Kashmir, arguing that it opposes any kind of G20 meeting in disputed areas. India and Pakistan both lay claim to the entire disputed Kashmir region. India's decision to host this year's SCO meant that Modi and Xi did not have the opportunity